Hello there, it's Fiona from Weekly Sewing Bee. Okay, so today I'm just going to do some crafty things and then I'm going to put them in the oven and set them. I'm doing buttons first with this lovely Fimo, and then I'm going to put it through to the washing machine. So, you know, it's going to be a surprise for me as it is for you, because it doesn't say you can machine wash it after you've made the buttons, because it's just modelling clay. Okay, so you know how I am with this cellophane packing, and then it's a matter of just designing my buttons. A lot to be said for traditional, and I have got some Sharpie marker pens here so that I can put a bit of ink in there and just make it a bit darker, and I know that works with the colouring. And I've got acrylic paint, and I'm okay to make it a little bit lighter as long as I don't do too much again. Okay, the easiest way to make buttons, you make a strip and then you cut it up, okay, and then with a pencil you make your holes. So yeah, that's the easiest way of making them. I'm going to make bigger ones because I find that they're a bit more, yeah, expensive to buy. So yeah, and then we could go with very dramatic little buttons. Yeah, if I do 5 of those, because they'll be handy, and then I'll make my big buttons for my swing coat as well, because I have got a button for it, but I think I'm going to change my mind. Now, of course, I've put down recyclable paper. This is all useless. This is all printed on and is now going in the bin, so I won't make too much of a mess. And as long as your holes are very large, because it doesn't change that much. Now, I'm going to be careful not to make them look like little noses, little piggy snouts, because that's what they look like to me. But alright, yes. So, little buttons, big buttons, and then you cook this on a sort of 200 Celsius, so half the temperature that you would normally cook food on, and you leave it in there till it dries, really. What I'm going to do is switch it on for probably 2 hours, and then I'm not going to touch the oven again, so it just cools down naturally. Most ovens are quite thermally efficient, and then so it will be in there for sort of it'll be in there overnight. So before I go to bed tonight, I will just switch the oven on and then get ready for bed. Probably take me a couple of hours, and then I will, yeah, just leave it in there all cooling down. Okay, so I'm not winning with this big button, but this is not the bit that I'm going to help you with. Okay, this is this is your own problem. This is my own problem. I'm assuming that we can make a button. Yeah. So I've now gone for a square because the circle wasn't working, and yeah. And I do want to make it look unique, so let's put my nice big holes in there. So, and then I can give it another little shuffle. And this is described as granite coloured. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to work out how to use paint. Gosh, the skill set that I must use today. I was thinking this will be a good first video of the day, because I like to do a few. The first one's always really tricky. Oh, bless me. Okay, well, I've got some paint now. Yeah, that's a good enough design, isn't it? What I'm going to do with one of my buttons is I've got my paint going across there. Okay, all I'm doing is cleaning the pencil, but I hope you can see that there's some white stripes in the corner, and we can look at these later on in the video. And then there's some black stripes in the other corner. Okay, yeah, perfect. So we'll see how that works out, and then you can take away whatever information you like from this. Mainly, does it survive the washing machine? So that'll be my washing machine button, which is huge, and now I'm just going to carry on making buttons because I think that's all I can really do with this. And yeah, and that's going to be quite a big test because that's really thick. That's, you know, that is really huge. So yes, I'll make a few more buttons for my swing coat, and I will place them in the oven for 2 hours, and then I'll leave them in the oven overnight just to cool off. So I know, and we can definitely say that that button is unique. Nobody else is going to go for a button like that. Alright, I'm going to carry on playing. Okay, so they're my buttons. I know they're not brilliant, but this is more a test to see how well they wash. Now, I think my little buttons will be fine once they're cooked off, but I think these ones, they're just too thick. But, you know, we're going to do it. The thickest one is the square, and that's the one we're going to put through the washing machine. And probably one of these little buttons as well. Alright, let's try this thing. See you tomorrow. So, hello there. Well, the moment is truth of his here, and there's a little bit of a chip on there. I don't know if that was on there before and I've just broken it off. Let's get a bit closer so you can see. Yeah, ooh, tiny, tiny chip, but yeah, other than that, it survived intact. It's not obviously damaged. This one I was a bit more worried about because it, well, it just looks like it's going to be brittle, but yeah, it's fine. Very distinctive. Okay, I will come back to it and I will do it like they say, which is bake it and then cut it and then polish it. That sounds like a lot of work though, and specialist equipment. So anyway, thank you for watching. My name's Fiona from Weekly Sewing Bee. Please like, subscribe and subscribe and share. Thank you.